Hey fellow Ristopians! Saturday morning. I did a video yesterday unboxing the new GWM-BZ5000, I think this is. The new metal square G-Shock. I was going to put that light on. Let's turn it actually on. Plugged it in. I don't know. Let's turn that up a bit. Try and get rid of some glare. There we go. I'm watching Master Watch because he does like his G-Shock squares. Check out his channel if you get a minute. He's very calm guy. I don't know if it's better with that light on or off actually. Let's just let's get that glare back and then turn it off. Oh, mate, I don't know. I'll leave it on. Yeah. So let's turn him down though. So yeah, this came yesterday. I did a video. I went a bit wrong. I was absolutely tired. It didn't come till late in the afternoon, early evening. So, but yeah, just thought I didn't have my Mr. G at the time then as well. They're both covered in fingerprints. So this is like going to be a bit of it's a bit like an unboxing. It's a bit of a first impression ramble. But I haven't seen anyone else with the new metal square MIP watches do a video in the UK, so I thought I'd just do a quick one and just give you some initial thoughts really. So yeah, it's a negative display obviously, so price, I got it from I ordered it the day before yesterday and it came yesterday. You can use voucher codes on this on Casio UK's website, so do bear that in mind because I didn't pay the full asking price for this by a long way actually. I didn't pay for the extra fast delivery, but it still came next day. And I got a free pair of G-Shock socks with some very not embossed, what's that? Anyway, yeah. Chunky socks. So yeah, it arrived. Really pleased with the display. I haven't done anything to it yet. I haven't sized it. I think it's pin and collar. So there's still some stickers on here. So I don't know, initial impressions. I mean, I'll get the Mr. G out. So Mr. G's titanium with as good a non-MIPS positive display as you can get. I'm a bit dubious about positive MIPS displays. It's an improvement, I guess, but is it a necessary one? In negative displays, it's definitely necessary. I'll just go through a few. So the first thing I notice is how much this weighs, because this is titanium and this is steel. I've never bought a titanium watch because I wanted it to be titanium. It just has been. And as soon as I picked this up out of the box, I thought, oh, that's heavy, because I'm only used to wearing this. It's my only other metal square. But that's all in the head of the watch, because the bracelet is due to the metal, really. The bracelet is much more janglier than titanium. And when you pick them up together, you realise that the titanium one is actually really well balanced, whereas the metal one, it's all in the head. Now, that's not a problem at all. I'm not being snobby about metals. I prefer steel. When it's on your wrist, you're not going to know that. The other thing, I'm going to have to do this because it's not horizontal. The bend, the flex, I mean, it's not stretched because it's brand new. The flex in the metal bracelet is so much more than that in the titanium one. This one, oh, lucky that didn't hit that. This one is, but it's a G-Shock, it'll be all right. This one, I haven't sized it. I need to take 2 links out of that, so it is longer, so that stretch is going to be accentuated a bit, but you just notice that. You know, very different price points though. What do I love about this? Why did I buy this? So I've got a Mr. G, which is as good as a G-Shock square with positive display gets, unless they bring out a MIPS version. The only thing I can say, I've never seen a positive MIPS display, so I'm just guessing at this. The only thing I could see that I might prefer is the background will be a slightly different colour. It will be sort of less, it'll be more vivid. It'll be less sort of beigey, if that's the right word. But yeah, without seeing what, I really can't comment. I still love the Mr. G because it is the, you know, it's the pinnacle of G-Shock squares, in my opinion. What have I got on? I've got my 5000R, which is a really good module in this. It's a great module in this. Not quite as good in terms of bleed and stuff as the Mr. G, but I'm still gonna love that this is as good as because as soon as you put a MIPS in a Mr. G, it's like it's not what it used to. It kind of loses, for me, it loses that history in a way, but in another way, it's continuing that history. So what I like about this, and the reason I put my 5000R on, is that what I love about this, and it sounds silly, is the line on the, let's get the glare out, the line on the Mr. G is actually red. It's a very, very dark clarity red. Whereas on all the other G-Shocks, they look red when you see them in isolation. But when you put them next to this one that is actually red, they are effectively orangey. And once you've seen it, you can't, well, you sort of can unsee it, because when you wear this, it looks red until you put that next to it and think, nah, that's orangey. But there's lots of things I like about this, the construction and the balance. There's a new one. I've only really discovered the balance after having this one. But once it's on your wrist, it's not balance really, it's weight. Balance is when you pick it up. What do I love about this? Let's put the Mr. G away. What do I love about this? One of the things was the black, the combination of the black case. I won't go into how this case is made, but it's so it's got black, what's it called? That coating that they put on to make it. I'm not a fan of that. I wouldn't buy the all black one, even though I do like all black. I said I put it away, but I do like the all black Mr. G with the blue screws on it, blued screws. I think it's got a bit of gold as well. So it's gold. Is it gold and blue? No, they got a gold one. Anyway, I do like that, but I just don't like any form of coating. I put up with it on the back because I'm not, and on this, in this case, the sides, because I'm not going to scratch it particularly. And I think that combination of black, this to me looks like, let's get a good angle. It looks like a crab. It looks like a crab coming towards you. And one difference that I really like, I've only just noticed literally just now, it's got this sort of cutout here. I don't know if you can see that, which this one, I don't think any other one does. They're all the other ones are just, well, the split between the case is different for one thing, but so it's got this kind of, I'm not sure what that is. I'm not sure why that's not just solid, but I really like that, and that gives it this crab look, I think. Now, as I say, I haven't played around with it. I don't like this font. Let's get that. I prefer the traditional font. You can change this to the traditional font. You can't change you can't make it into a positive display. I suppose it would be nice if it did it, but I don't want it to do it because I wouldn't want it to be positive. I much prefer this black and silver and chrome thing. It looks like, what's it called? A Cylon from Battlestar Galactica, if you're as old as I am. If not, Google it. Yeah, I like that. That was one of the things I really liked. I'm not sure if I'm too keen on these black. I think they are actually screws, although there's no screw head. I'm not sure on those, but I suppose it gives it a distinct look, which is possibly why they've done it. I suppose it's because that's going into, I don't know. But yeah, I really like the black and silver mix, including the chrome. And for me, I've now got a titanium, a steel, I've got a positive, a negative, and I think negative does need to be MIPS. Yeah, and so what else was I going to say about it? Oh, the stopwatch. The stopwatch is interesting. As you probably know, if we get it to stopwatch mode, because it's a MIPS display, they can't do the hundredths of a second. I really wish the stop-start was at the top. I mean, when you've got where's it gone? When you've got an actual stopwatch, it's not there, is it? It's there. Stop it. But yeah, I think it used to be. I'm sure when I was a kid, the stop-start was at the top. But let me know in the comments below. But now it's at the bottom, which I just find a bit awkward. But when you start, so you've got the hours, the minutes, the minutes, the seconds, and the hundredths of a second. And when you start it, let's make sure I can see it on camera. Can't even find the button. Oh, there it is. The hundredths of a second disappear because they can't. That refresh rate can't be done. But when you stop it, I'm trying to push that for some reason. When you stop it, they do appear, so you can tell it. Now, for me, on a Casio, that was always one of the big things. Oh, I stopped watching. So seeing those seconds, hundredths of a second, go past was always really cool. So I do miss that. That's another reason to have two, I suppose. I do miss that, but I understand why they can't do it. Now, the other thing with that is when the better the positive display, and this Mr. G, I'm guessing, is as good as it ever has been, non-MIPs, with Casio, that it's just very, very crisp. Every change is crisp. When you have one, I mean, this is quite good as well, the 5000R, but when you have an entry-level one, it's very blurry. You can't see, I've got an entry-level one here that I was modding. This is, I mean, look at that for a negative display. Absolutely useless. It's okay if you're going to go for the stealth look, but actually this is, it's not really helpful though, because this is, why is the light coming on? What am I doing? That's not even, oh, I don't know. Oh, it's a timer, isn't it? It's not a stopwatch. There we go. Probably can't even see this. I can't make it. I haven't played around with this at all. I don't know what I'm doing here. It says stopwatch. Hey, on this one, it's at the top. That's cool. This is negative, so that's not really, but there is some blur there. You probably can't see it. Okay. There is some blur there, but it doesn't matter on a negative display. If it was a positive display, when it's a cheaper positive display, the hundredths of a second just look like a load of eights, just going. So it might as well not be there, as in the new MIPS display. But on something like with a really cool positive display, let's look at the camera lens again. That is very crisp. And that was a big thing. Anyway, I'm dwelling on that point too much. You're going to say, it doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. It probably doesn't. What else? I think that's pretty much my first impressions. I think did I mention the cost? Get the discount. Did I say that? Yeah, the Casio UK website, I can't remember now. Casio UK website accepts voucher codes on this, so make sure you get a nice discount. Oh, it actually says the word stopwatch. I like that. I'm going to change this to, I don't know how that would affect this. I want to change this, as I think I've already said, to the traditional display with the gaps on the, let's stop that in case I forget, with the gaps on the, rather than the solid numerals. Hopefully that doesn't get rid of that, because that is really cool. I've only just noticed that it actually says stopwatch. And that's the cool thing about a MIPS display, is it's basically completely pixelated, isn't it? So it could do anything pretty much. Maybe that's what they'll do in the future. Maybe, I think it's a fantastic progression. I was watching a video, who was it? I was watching a video and the guy said that he passed on this to get the the previous version. He mentioned cost, but he also quoted the cheapest price of the cheaper one, the non-MIPS one, and the list price of the MIPS one. It's like, well, why didn't you quote the discounted price of the MIPS one? Then there's only about £100 in it, roughly. Yeah, I've lost my track now. But yeah, I think it's worth. I think it's an evolution, isn't it? It's an evolution. I mean, I first had Casios in all their history, really, I suppose. When I thought they were more than 50 years old, to be honest. Obviously, I came in just when they started. Yeah, things have progressed, haven't they? And I'm not going to be like, I've wanted to progress for the last 50 years, and all of a sudden I don't want them to progress anymore. I want them to continue progressing. And I think the MIPS is a fantastic progression. How they use it is yet to be seen. This is just early days. They've just basically bunged a MIPS in a square. They've had MIPS for quite a while. I don't know how long. I've got a range man here. And interestingly, the Rangeman screen I don't think is as bright as, maybe you could change that in the settings, is as bright as the Square. The Square is super vivid. And that, I also wouldn't want a red line on this one. I like the fact that it's just monochrome, you know, it's just basically black and white effectively, or black and silver. Yeah, I haven't sized it yet. Literally came yesterday. I had other things to do. I've probably got other things to do today. Although I might be tempted if I can find, I'm guessing it's pin and collar. I can't see what else it could be really. Yeah, get a couple of links out, adjust the micro, what's that, 4 on the micro adjust. Try and get it in the middle, one of the middle two, so I've got some room for manoeuvre. I think that's about it, really. I'll link it to my phone and stuff, and the G-Shock app thing. That should be fun. It's always fun changing it on the app and then seeing it take effect on the phone. You've got receive down there, so it's you know, it's multi-band 6, so. Oh yeah, it says it there. I thought, where's it gone? It doesn't say it. So it will be within a second accurate every day if you're in somewhere that receives the signal. But yeah, I mean, it's dragged on a bit, this video. Waffle. But yeah, let me know if you've got any questions on it, because I've got it, and I'll try and answer them if I can. But for now, one wrist, live it.